So you want to know about living in San Francisco versus living in Walnut Creek, California? City life for the burbs? Stay tuned. It's Rachel Capel here with Keller Williams East Bay. So if you've never been to this channel before and you want to learn about all things Bay Area related, this is the channel for you. So click that subscribe button down below and make sure to get notified every time we have a new video coming out, usually once a week, talking all things San Francisco Bay Area. We are getting so many people reaching out to us about living in San Francisco Bay Area and learning more about what it's like to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you want to relocate, if you want to learn more about the San Francisco Bay Area, living here, what it's like, we got you covered when coming over here to the San Francisco Bay Area. Just feel free to email, DM, PM, whatever you feel comfortable with. We got you covered when learning about the San Francisco Bay, relocating, and moving here. All right, so let's get to the difference of living in San Francisco, California versus Walnut Creek, California. City life or the burbs, and all that you need to know. Let's get to it. Cost of living, SF versus Walnut Creek. Pretty big difference here. I've created a Excel spreadsheet that you can take a look at, and we're going to go over a couple different expenses and like what you can expect to see as far as price differences in Walnut Creek versus San Francisco.
Francisco right here in the yellow versus Walnut Creek in the blue, $18 versus $12 for an inexpensive meal. For an expensive meal, you're looking at about $80 versus $50. So there's a pretty good differential as far as food is concerned. I also wanted to include beer, drinks, like, you know, if you're going out, this is what you can kind of expect the difference to be. And this is the range comparative to the rest of the country. So obviously you can see just based off the first tab, SF is pretty expensive comparative to Walnut Creek. You got milk here, $4.19 versus $3.75. You got wine, you can take a look at that. As far as transportation is concerned, obviously transportation in San Francisco is a little bit more hefty than Walnut Creek. We don't have too much transportation via other than the bus and BART in Walnut Creek. San Francisco has Muni and BART, so it's really, really good at public transportation. Monthly utilities, you're looking at $148 versus $121 in Walnut Creek. And clubs, gym memberships, $87 a month for a gym membership versus Walnut Creek is $53. Movie tickets, a little bit higher too in San Francisco versus $13 in Walnut Creek. Childcare, this is a big one. If you have a family, you're looking at $2,000 plus for childcare, and you're looking at Walnut Creek about $1,700. So pretty big difference there. It adds up after a while, especially if you have multiple kids. So it's stuff to consider when moving to in either of these areas. And rent per month, you can kind of see one bedroom versus SF versus Walnut Creek, $3,000 versus $2,000, $3,500 versus $23. Apartment, one bedroom and outside of the city center is about $2,800, so a little bit closer and pricing to Walnut Creek. And let's see here, median home is going to be $1.3 million in San Francisco. Median home in Walnut Creek is $873. And this is another big reason why people move out to Walnut Creek from the city. Home prices are just more affordable. You're gonna have to commute into the city, but depending on your situation, you know, it's just convenient. If you have a lot of kids, you know, they're gonna need the space, and you're gonna have to deal with traffic when buying a home in Walnut Creek, but the good thing is there's BART, and there's a station that stops directly in San Francisco, so you are good to go there. You just have to tack on that commute. But is it worth it for you to have savings of, you know, a couple $100,000 or not? So that's something that you have to consider, but it's a reason why people come out to the East Bay and move to Walnut Creek. It is a fantastic area for families. So let's see, average monthly salary is about $7,800 in San Francisco and $5,000 in Walnut Creek, which is another reason why people commute to the city from Walnut Creek. So like I said, it's more expensive in San Francisco. You get paid more.
From the Excel spreadsheet that I created over the different expenses, SF versus WC, looks like the WC wins based on affordability. Obviously, San Francisco is a beautiful city. It's a very popular city, so it's going to be more expensive. But the winner on this round is the WC. Walnut Creek, the Burbs, is just more affordable. So now on to schools. I did a little research on public schools versus SF versus Walnut Creek, and check it out right now.
I look at greatschools.org for school ratings, and I did all public schools, San Francisco versus Walnut Creek. And you can see here the public schools are 5, 6, 7, 3, 9, 4. They're definitely not in the 10s. So this is something to consider when coming to San Francisco for public schools. A lot of people do private. I know that in San Francisco. So that's an option, but it just depends on what your budget can afford. Now for Walnut Creek, people love the schools out here. They are 8s, 9s, 10s. There's some really good schools out here. So it's another draw. The reason people come out here is like, you're gonna save money on a house, you're gonna get into a public school that's good, it's gonna be cheaper all the way through. Being in San Francisco is you've got work right there. If you're working in the city, you don't have to really commute, but you're gonna have more space out here. You're gonna have great public schools that you're not gonna have to pay for private. You just have to balance out what is right for you.
There are more schools that are public that you can go to that are higher rating based on greatschools.org. San Francisco public schools just don't compare as high. I do know in San Francisco, a lot of people do private, and you have the option of doing private as well in Walnut Creek. But for this round, Walnut Creek looks like the winner. On to transportation and walkability. Which cities are better, SF versus Walnut Creek?
On to public transportation and getting around in each city. San Francisco, I love this website, walkscore.com. It rates your city and how it does in commuting and walking, walker's paradise. So San Francisco obviously scores really well. It's a 99 for walker's paradise, excellent transit, and biker's paradise. So we've got a lot of public transportation, a lot of bikes, a lot of ways to get around the city very easily. It's got close proximity, so it's obviously a walker's paradise, and it does really well on these scoring. Basically excellent. So San Francisco obviously is really great for, getting around the city very easily without having to drive. It's actually harder, I feel like, sometimes to drive with parking and trying to find parking, so it can be very frustrating. Now on to Walnut Creek. Our walking score here in Walnut Creek versus San Francisco is 39, transit 26, and bike is 49. So Walnut Creek is not a very good commuter town. It's not close proximity like the city. We do have some shuttle buses and transport here in Walnut Creek. We've got a Shadelands transport system, a bus system that drives business people around that area. It's a really big business park, so that's really convenient. But again, it's not going to be like San Francisco and really easy to get around because it's just not as close proximity, and we just don't have that public transportation that they do. We have BART and we have a couple bus systems, but we don't have bikes that you can really rent and cruise around in Walnut Creek. So San Francisco wins this match.
Walkability and public transportation is way better than Walnut Creek. I can say Walnut Creek I love because it's definitely more of a commuter town, but we have public transportation as well in Walnut Creek. So it's something to take note of, and it's not, as close proximity as San Francisco, but this winter, definitely San Francisco. On to the food and culture of each city. Obviously, San Francisco has a dynamic culture with its arts and theater district. It's got a great ethnic vibe, lots of diversity, and you've got Michelin star restaurants. So, it's like you can't really compete, but Walnut Creek tries, And you've got little towns like Japantown, Chinatown, Little Italy. So San Francisco's definitely got a leg up on Walnut Creek, not gonna lie. But hey, I'm not saying that Walnut Creek is chopped liver, because you've got the Lesher Center for the Arts where you can go and see so many different shows and art performances. It's a really great little theater that I would definitely check out. So it's not chopped liver, but you don't really have Michelin star restaurants in Walnut Creek. There are a lot of fantastic restaurants, which I will link down below, that I love here. But let's just be honest, this winter is gonna have to go to San Francisco. It's just got such diversity and such a great culture about it, and the theater district, you kind of can't compare. But we love you, Walnut Creek, and you're not chopped liver, definitely in my opinion. Okay, so the conclusion comes down to, drum roll please, we have a tie. Basically, Walnut Creek 2, San Francisco 2, but it comes down to whatever is right for you. If you want to save money, if you want to have a more affordable life, you're gonna have to choose Walnut Creek because San Francisco is just flat out more expensive. And there are reasons why it's more expensive. But if you're coming out here, a lot of people come to Walnut Creek because they want to move to the burbs. They want to have, more space for their family. They want to enjoy a lifestyle with a backyard, with kids, with great schools where they don't have to pay for public. So it just depends on your needs. I've lived here my entire life for the most part, with occasional couple years outside of the state. And I literally think that San Francisco Bay Area is the best place to live. I love it. The weather, you can't beat it. There's so many great things to do. For me, I love the East Bay because, like I said, I grew up here. My grandparents lived in San Francisco. It's just a different lifestyle. It's less bustle and hustle. It's more family oriented. Not that San Francisco isn't family oriented. It's just a different vibe. It's city. You're more compacted. You're closer living. Here, it's great. It's a little slower. Things aren't as accessible via public transportation, but it's totally worth it. So I'm leaving it up to you which one you want. I prefer Walnut Creek and I love visiting San Francisco. So best of both worlds. All right, San Francisco or Walnut Creek, you decide. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and comment in the comments box down below. And if you want to share it, sharing is caring. Go ahead and share it with someone that you think might want to know about the two cities and the differences and what it's like living in both. Or if you want to know more about the Bay Area, feel free to reach out to us via email, DM, PM, text message, even a phone call, an archaic phone call. We'd love to speak to you and see about how we can help with you learning more about the Bay or relocating or moving even within the Bay Area. So give us a shout. We got you covered when learning and moving to the San Francisco Bay Area.